Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early morning, crafts and coffee with Lori. Thank you so much for being here this morning. As you can tell, I be rushing in the morning because I be trying to figure out, and you know what? I'm always still just trying to fix this up here. But anyway, good morning, everyone. I am so happy that you are here today. And okay, and I am in the dark here. I am so happy that you are here this morning, and I just want to say thank you and welcome to the broadcast today. Now, let's see what we got going on here. All right. Mm-mm-mm. All right, now let's see if we can get this going right here. Okay, bear with me one second, you all, as I try and figure out what's happening over here and why I am unable to. Okay, well, let's see. All right, good morning, good morning. I am so happy that you chimed in with me this morning. And, it's very interesting because this is our very last um, in this Earthen Elegance Suite Collection series. So I am excited that we're going to get started with that this morning. And I just want to see, okay, hold on one second. I need to see what happened to. See if I can get myself back in here. Okay. I did say it's early morning coffee with Lori, and I did say it's doing it the Lori Brown way, and I did say it's a journey. It is truly a journey going on here this morning. And it would be on my final, okay. All right, let's see if we can get it back in the studio here. Okay, and let's enter. All right, let's see what's happening here. Okay. Well, anyway, good morning. And not sure what is happening here, but we are just going to go with it. And we are going to see if we can, it happens. Definitely. The Lori Brown world, it does happen. Okay, now it looks like that I am able to. Now it looks like that I'm able to see you guys. So let's try this again. All right. All right. Go ahead. I'm going here. All right. Well, welcome, everybody. I made it. I got my coffee here, and I need my coffee this morning. Let me tell you, I need some coffee this morning after this one. So, and actually, we're going to jump right into our very last final card in this series. Mm, yum yum. Our last card in the series. This series is so amazing. Each and every little part, I like to call them ingredients to the final product, is so amazing. And then, so this is the last one. Now, tomorrow we will be having Fun Friday. So we're going to do a fun card tomorrow. That's not a part. Technically, that's not really a part of any series that we'll be doing. And then next week, we're going to start a new series that I'll announce tomorrow. But anyway, get your coffee, your lemon water, your tea, your green smoothie, whatever your preference is in the morning. Whatever your preference is in the morning, that is what we are going to be a part of. Okay. So let's get started on the final one. And this is day number 9. Can you believe it? Day number 9. We made it 9. Oh, I'm going to really be making a bunch of noise tomorrow because this is going to be 10 lives. 10, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. right here. And if you need to get in touch with me, I always say, if you need to get in touch with me, just go to lori'scraftyjourney.com and just click on the contact button, okay? You can always reach me if you have any questions or anything at all that's going on, okay? So let's get started. Here we go. Now, we are going to just move and go here. All right. All right. Okay, so what we got going on here is our final card. Now, I did not get a chance to do one before. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to show you the picture out of the catalog that we are about to duplicate. Let me move my little mouse out the way here. He's in my little way. So the card, first I always like to start in showing you all the cards that we did in the series, okay? This was our first card. And remember, I love this one. Guess what? We're going to use this particular cutout again today. Yay! And actually, there are a couple of them that's in the original card I did. That's going to be in the card, our new card, this card coming up. Okay? Then this was our second one. Okay. This one, remember this one, I did 3 of them because I had to do do-overs. Remember I had to do those do-overs? Yeah, I had to do the do-overs. Now, this is the beautiful one we did yesterday. Notice this one doesn't have any bases in it at all. And actually, the one that our final card, I don't think I have any, no bases at all in that as well. But this time we were able to use some thread here. Look at that. And then you see we had cutouts. And you are proof there is good in the world. How about that? And then on the inside, you see where it was lacking here, we pick it up right here on the inside. So this is just a beautiful series. It's called it's called Earthen Elegance Suite Collection. I love it. And you know what's interesting is you can take any one of these and create your own. I am new, so what I'm doing is I am kind of duplicating what I see in the catalog. So we're going to get on over there. Let me put these back. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. So this was the first one. This was the second one, the thank you card. And this is the thank you card that is going to Leader Dogs for the Blind. Yeah, that's this one right here. And I'm mailing that out this week. And remember, I told you it is cards with a purpose. And the purpose is when we create these cards, we are going to bless somebody with one. We're going to give somebody a card. Hopefully, we will be making their day, okay, as they do to ours. All right. Now, I'm going to show you the card we're working on today. I hope everyone's week is going well now that we're over the midweek mark. And I hope everybody's week is going well. Okay. Now, let's get going here. Here is the catalog photo that we're going to be using, okay? This is our annual catalog right here. Try it so that you can see it without so much lighting on here. And let's see, right here, this is my page. Oh, look at that, you guys. This is the one that we're creating right here today. Look at that. Now, I mentioned I am not quite ready to do a box. I am not quite ready to do a box yet. However, I am going to do this on a card. The same size cards I've been using, okay? So I'm going to see how that turns out. I did not do a one. I cut out the pieces, and I think I stamped a few. I'm gonna finish those up with you today. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out on a card versus this being, see how we got the wavy trim right here. I'm not sure how that's going to all come out, but we'll see. It's the Lori Brown way, right? The journey. We'll find out. Now, I also wanted to tell you how peaceful and wonderful it is to how peaceful and wonderful it is to be a part of making cards in the morning. Now, these are the ingredients in the cards that I'm going to be using. I'm going to put that over here. And I know I'm using this yellow card because actually you won't see it because I am going to put this base. I'm going to put a cover on here. Okay. Yep. So that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to put the cover right on top so that we can make sure it matches. Okay, I'm going to show it to you one more time. Okay, you see how the box is wrapped up in here? All right, let me kind of do it like this so that you can see. There it is. Okay, you see that? Now I have the paper for that. And there's a couple of other shapes I may have to substitute, but that's okay. When I get done, we'll see how it compares to this, okay? All right, so we're going to go through. We got this in place, and we're going to glue this down. Now, this is like my favorite. OMG. I cannot begin to tell you how wonderful it is to be able to take these and go through them. I think I want to try and get as close to the side because this is covering the front of the card, okay? So I'm gonna try and get this as close. I don't want to waste it, but as close as I can without too much sticking going on. Okay. Okay, now let's see how close I can get this. Can I nail it where it actually looks like the front of the card? Let's see how we're doing here. And this, I need to see no yellow. I don't want to see any yellow at all. If I can possibly get this to line up. Okay, come on now. Without destroying the paper or the card. Okay, not too bad. What you think? Well, it's a little bit right here, but you know what? I'm going to be all right with that, just as long as the top. Oh yeah, that's why there's a little. I cut it right. I measured it right, but when I put it on, you see, just off just a little bit. Make sure that. And you see that? And so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut it. I am going to cut it. All right. Right on the end because I want it to be as close to this card. I love these scissors. I absolutely love them. They help you nail it. Okay, let's see. I believe it's going to help me nail it. Here we go. Okay. And you know what? It's so funny because it's so close. I don't want to cut the card at all, right? Here we go. That's a little better. See, it's just a little bit overlap. Doing it the Lori Brown way. Okay. And you know what? I know I said this before in another video, but I know some seasoned card makers are saying, oh my gosh, what is she doing? They're probably saying, what in the world is this child doing? Okay, I like it. 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 Now, okay, I think that looks pretty good. All right. So there we have it. That is our backing. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to put our pieces in place. So my next piece is going to be this very interesting contrast right here. Now remember, this is supposed to be on a box, but I am doing it on here. And I'm going to just place it here before I stick it on, okay? Because I cut this out. And I can't remember what size I cut this out at, but I'm going to get better at sharing the sizes. And then this is going to be right here over this side a little bit because I'm going to have, so it's going to look like this. It's going to be layered. Look at all these crazy color combinations, but they actually, it's going to work. By the time I get done, it's going to work. I'm going to put that one there. And we got to stamp a few items. Okay. Okay, I got a few more items stamped out before I can lay it out. Okay, so we're going to leave that over there. The next item we're going to stamp is we're going to use these two as the backing. Okay, and we're going to stamp this out right here. And I am going to use, now in the photograph, it has white ink or kind of like a vanilla off-white ink. I do not have that. So what I am going to do is I am going to do a darker color. I want to do a darker, a kind of dark blue, I believe. Hold on just a second. Because I'm going to be using some of this blue, I think blue or, nope. We're going to continue to go on with our Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock did me pretty well during out this whole series. So I think I'm going to stick with that. So this one is thank you. So we're going to go on and get this stamped out. Okay. This one is thank you. And I am going to, let's see if I can nail it without rocking it. Oh, this die cut. Did you see how detailed the stitching is in here? You see that stitching? Isn't it beautiful? That's what excites me about getting started with this. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we're going to stamp that on and we're going to put it right, we're going to nail it right there. Don't rock it because if you rock it, it's going to rock you, if you know what I mean. Nailed it. Nailed it. Thank you. Now, the next one we're going to do, okay, we got another sentiment that says thank you, and that is the topic of this call. I call it a call, but you know what I mean, video. The topic of this video is, okay, right here, right center, and we're going to nail it. We ain't going to rock it because you know what? I rock quite a few. Thoughtfulness. Look at that. Your thoughtfulness is much appreciated. All right. So now we're going to think about somebody that we're going to send the card to. That number one, we're going to thank them, and we're going to highlight their thoughtfulness. Your thoughtfulness is much appreciated. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we got those two done. Couple more. Another one that I need to stamp is, hold on one second for me as I get, we're going to use this one right here. So if you recall in the box that was created that I showed you, the picture that I showed you, it had these beautiful little stems with the little buds on them. Okay, and that one we are going to do in blue. This is called Azure Afternoon. Blue Azure Afternoon. And this is going to be really nice because it's going to match with some of my pieces that we're going to finish putting together. Got it. Sometimes it takes me a couple times to get it right. That's okay. Okay, so we're just going to stamp this. Oh, no. No. Here we go. I got one that's already stamped. So here's the issue. Here's the question. I had this question in one of my first videos, but I'm going to just do it again. So do I stamp it first, then cut it, or do I cut it first, then stamp it? Which one of them am I going to be more accurate with? Because when I stamp it, I see all the buds right here. You see that? It comes out perfect. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do two things. Let's put these over here and put this out the way here. I am going to, let's cut this out. Put that right there. Okay. And I am going to get the die for this one right here. This is the die. And I am going to cut it first. Hold on just a second. Let me pull this out. Uh-oh. Don't want to miss nothing. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. Okay. Just like so. And then I'm going to run it through. Okay, here we go. And the question is, hold on just a second. All right, so now the question is, all right, here we go. Do I stamp it first or do I cut it first? Okay, so let's see. All right, here we go. All right. Now let's take a look. I'm going to pull this apart so you can get a chance to see how perfectly these dies work. Look at that. Perfect. Yep, perfect. All right, so here's the test. Come on along with me on this one. I'm going to put this one in. This is the first test. So we got that stamped, right? So the question is, how, I'm going to put it here. Give me a little edge here. If I line this up just so, you see, now I want all the buds and I want the stem. I want the stem. Okay, so if I line this up just so, like this, I can see the stem a little bit. And I line it up. You ready? You think I can get this? Okay, let's see how well I do this. And how many, wait a minute. I know it got to be a trick to this, but come on and go with me and humor me a little bit while I figure this out. Okay. And my hands are not as steady as they once were, but let's try it like that. Okay, let's see what happens. So remember the question, do we stamp it first or do we run it through first? Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. One. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second. I got this one little piece of string here that's stopping me from rotating this the way I want to. Okay, here we go. Let me move this way over here somewhere out the way. All right, here we go. Oh, no. You see I moved it? Okay, here we go. I'm going to press it down as hard as I can to see if I can keep it from moving. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's see what happened. Here is the test. Ready? Okay. That's not too bad, is it? Okay, can you see that? You know what? I'll go with it. I'm happy with that. I am. I'm happy with that. Okay, so we're going to take the die out and I'm going to put it back over here. One thing I learned since these 9 lives I've done so far is the fact that you make sure you put your dies back where they're supposed to be. Because if you don't, you'll be looking for them. Okay, let's move this one out the way. Okay. Now, here is the second half of the question. The second half of the question is, should we, let me put this on a piece where we can see it. Hold on just a second. Let me grab a piece, a small piece where we can see it. Okay, this will work. Actually, let's use this. We'll really see it on this one. Put a little blue sticky right here. Okay, see that little sticky? All right. Now, do it this way so I can get the full length of this. So the question is, I cut this one first. All right. Here's the one I stamped first, then I cut. This is the one I am going to that cut and I'm going to stamp. So let's get some Azure Afternoon on here. That's funny that I actually had sticky paper the same color as the ink. I just noticed that. That was not on purpose, you guys. That was like funny. Okay, I'm gonna stamp it. Not too much. Okay. Let me move everything out of the way. I don't want nothing hindering me from nailing this. Okay. So, wait a minute. Okay. The first thing we definitely want to make sure is that we got it on the right side, okay? All right. Here we go. I am going to see, I think the stem is the one I'm most concerned about. If I can nail this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I am going to pick this up and let's see how I did. Okay. All right. I still got a lot. I could have been over this way a little more, but I did. The stem made it. I kind of made the stem. Okay. Now, of the two, the one I do like the best is the one where I stamped it first, then I ran it through the embossing machine. And then this one, They're both really good. And this one, I'm going to still use this on my next card. But thank you for going along with me on that experiment. It's a question I had from the beginning, and I just wanted to work it and see what happened. Okay, so now let's keep it moving. Most of everything else I already have cut out. Okay, so let's go on and get our card put together. All right, so we have here are the pieces that I have already went through and stamped. Well, cut out. We didn't have too many stampings on this one. We got that piece. We got this one. We got this one. We have this one. And we also have these two right here. Boom, boom. Okay. Now, just to remember, I am going to show you once again what I am duplicating. Okay. I am duplicating this box that I'm going to put on a card this morning. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I need two of those. I guess I will be using them both this morning. Look at that. I got two. I thought I only had one. I got two. Okay. So let's get this done. And I got, now, the reason why I ended up with this kind of lime green color, I don't know the name of this color right now, but I'm learning the names. Because I didn't have a brown. In the picture, it's this pretty copper brown color that I didn't have. So I just kind of winged it and went with what I got. And that's the beauty about doing it your own way. I say the Lori Brown way, but it would be your way. You use what you got, okay? And you make it work. You use what you got and you make it work, okay? So let me go on and pull the second one. So we need two of these. So we actually need both of them. And I think both of them are going to look fantastic by the time we get done. All right, so now we got this piece that's going to go in the center a little more to my left here on this side. And we're going to go on and push this down because this needs to be laid flat out. Oh, hold on just a second. Let me make sure this is layering right, how I'm layering. Yep. So we're going to put this on this side because a lot of the items we're doing here are going to lay on this side right here, okay? So we got that laid out there, all right? Wonderful. Now, before we do anything else, remember that beautiful, how the box was wind in this, I think they call it twisted ribbon. Like twisted, wavy twist, I believe, something like that. So anyway, we are going to put 3 of these right across here before we go any further, okay? Let's do, and it's towards the front here. So we're going to do this one. I'm just going to measure it to the card here, and I'm going to cut it about right here. Because if this was a box, this would be the ribbon that went all around the box. So let's see if we cut this just right. So we got one here. Okay. We may have to cut a little more, but I'll do that after we see what we got going on here. Oops. So that's one. Okay, this is the second one. We're just going to measure it like this. Okay. And I'm going to cut it. Now, I do realize the importance of having your measurements and doing it ahead of time. So I think as the weeks move along forward, you'll see me having these all done. And I will have the measurements as well. But for right now, we're just going to hang on here and work it. Okay, and we're going to cut this end over here like that. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and let me see how this is. Give me a second to just, okay. We're going to get this one. I am going to use these wonderful things they call call them blue sticks, right? I mean, mini blue dots. Okay, so I'm going to put my mini glue dots on here. I'm going to do one on this end. Okay. So I'm going to have one right here on this end here. Yes. Hold on just a second. I do have to lay it down so it'll stick, right? So one here. Cover it up. Make sure that stays nice and sticky and it don't stick on anything else. All right. We'll grab another one. And put this one about here. Line it up nice and straight. Look at there. And then I'm going to do another one right here. Right on the very end. Right there. Nice. Right there. And that looks pretty good. I'm going to just snip this one off right here. Just a little bit. Because we want it to look nice on the end. This is fine up there. All right, now the second one, we're going to put right next to it right here. Okay. Right there, perfect. So I'm going to do 3 sticks on there. We got one at the very end. Oops, 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 oops. Put this all together on the very end. So we got this one. I did say that this is crafting the Lori Brown way. I say that quite often because everybody's going to have your own way of doing things. I believe that's true. The more you know, the better you can add things to the mix, you know, to make it easier, to make it faster. Okay, we're going to put this one right here. Nice. Now, we did use the wavy trim earlier. I think we used it in the second or the very first one I did. I used this wavy trim. The very first one. I loved it too. And I wrapped it. I actually did wrap it around the base. I'm going to show you that card in a second. This one right here. Okay. And it kind of gives it the feel of being wrapped around. Okay, and we're going to do one more. Make sure that's the right length. This one looks like this is a little short, don't it? It is a little short. We're going to put that one over here. Here's one. We want one that's long. Okay, there we go. That's better. And we'll just cut this off after we put it on there, though, because I want to make sure I get it just right onto the end. So I'm going to take the tape off of here. Okay. And that glue dot. I love these glue dots. They are so tiny. They strong, too. They don't be playing around. These glue dots do not play. When they on here, they are on here. You don't have to worry about it coming off unless you're really working hard to get it off. You know what I mean? Okay, now. Look how many glue already used. I mean, I use them. But anyway, I'm hoping that you are having a great week so far and that all is well with you and your family. I always call this my happy place because this is the place that I come the first part of the day and I just create these cards that they have in the books there, you know, in the catalog. And the annual, this one comes out that Stampin' Up! Annual 2023 catalog, and it's on page, I think, 71, 72, right around in there. Those are the page numbers that this series is. Oh, look at there. Look at there. Look at there. It's beautiful. Okay, now what we're going to do, okay, I'm going to take a quick sip of coffee, and we're going to speed things up a little bit because I do have to get ready for work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this one next. Okay, and we're going to put these on what we call, yeah, we're going to put this about here. We're going to put these on dimensionals. Okay, there we go. Look at that beautiful stitching. Every time I see that stitching, see that? I'm going to try to hold it still so you can see it. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know which side I like the best. Okay, we'll just do this. So anyway, we're going to put this on dimensionals, but I need to leave room so that I can put in my other elements of the card so that it'll lay nice. So I'm just going to do the 4 corners here. And I think I won't have a problem getting them all through if I do it like this. Okay. And then we're just going to pull this off here. Okay. Pull this one off. And we're going to pull this one off. Okay. And then I am going to, did I want this to pass this a little bit? I do. I want this about right. I'm going to line it up even with this blue. As even as I can. Okay, there we go. So now that this is raised a little bit, that helps for the other elements that we're going to put in here. Oh, you know what else I'm missing? We have, I didn't notice that in the card before. But in the card, we have a little, what color is that? Is that blue or gray? It looks like it's gray. Look at that. Right here. I missed that. And look, it comes out. Look, gray string. I have it. I'm sorry. Did you even see what I was talking about? Right here. There's this little, look at that. Completely missed it. I love this. Love doing this. So anyway, let me see if I can, I'm going to try and pull this up just a little bit to see if I can get this without destroying the card. Ah, I got it. I'll stick it to my hand now. Okay, let's see if I can get this piece of string under here. Okay, boom. Now we can put it back down there. And it looks like it's just the one piece. We're going to make the one piece work, okay? We're going to cut it. Come through here. All right. And we're going to cut it here. And then we're just going to pull. I'm going to cut a little bit more. Because, you know, we can put these cards in envelopes. And when we're doing it, I got to make sure I'm getting this card through the envelope. So I'm just going to just kind of pull it to give it a little fringe. Now, yesterday we did cards with fringes on it. It's very, very nice. Let me show you that card too. Okay. I think this looks good. I want to pull it all the way down, I think, in here. Okay. Just enough to give it a little extra something there. All right. And we're going to do the same thing on this end too. We're going to pull this out just like this. Okay. So actually, the way I come up with the products is I am just visualizing and duplicating what I see, okay, in the catalog. And it is so much fun because when I get done, it's like, oh man. And I just change what I got. I use, if if I don't have it, if I don't have it, I just use that. And then I just keep it moving. Okay, this don't look too bad. I like this one too. I'm going to put down just a little more because I want them all separated. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we got that. I think that'll work. Now, initially, if I would have pulled this in earlier, I would have probably kind of stamped it down with a little glue to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. And I still might do that just to see how it looks. Okay, now let's keep going. We're going to put the rest of the elements on here. We are going to do, now that we got this one on, the next one we're going to do is we're going to place in our pieces. We're going to put this one about here. Now, let me just share this with you right here. This is not going to work. And I'm going to tell you why it's not going to work. Even if I put it like here, I need room for this to fit in the envelope. And you see that? That is not going to work. So this is where, and I understand, this is where all the importance of the measurements come in. And where I'm eyeballing it, trying to get it just right. Now, I told you, these stick on pretty darn good. Let's see if okay, this one came out okay, I think. Now, I am going to take this loose, okay? And I'm going to do it right. Pull this one loose here, okay? Just give me a chance to put the sticky down for that. Now, this dimensional right here, I'm going to put right here, that back right here. But I am going to move this down enough where this is going to fit about here. Okay? See that? That works a lot better. We can get it in the card this way. Okay? Oh, I forgot this one again. Did I say this is the Lori Brown way? I did say that, didn't I? Hey, Terry, good morning. Thanks for joining me this morning. And this has truly been a project that has been an adventure. Let me tell you. Okay, there we go. Now we have it going down here, and we got the thread. I was saying that this is the final card that I'll be doing with the Elegance series, with the Earthen. They call it Earthen Elegance series. Okay, so this one is in here now. Now that works, right? Now let's start putting the other items in place. These two are, this one is going to, let's slide this one down a bit, like maybe here. And then this one can go here. We're going to slide this one in here like that. And then we're going to slide this one in here like that. Okay, look at there. It's coming out pretty good here. All right. And then, remember these two where I did the test earlier on do you stamp first or do you cut it out first? We're going to slide this one right there. Let's pull this one over here. Pull this down even a little more. And actually, yes. And we're going to put this one right here. Okay. And these actually are supposed to stand out on top of these a little more. Right here and right here. Okay. And we're going to put this one, lay it on top, kind of on top like that. If I can get it to go this way a little bit. And you know what? This one, these two are just devoured. So you know what? I am going to do the Lori Brown way and switch things up a little bit. I'm going to put these two over on this side. Okay. We're going to let those guys hang out on this side of the card. And then we're going to put these two up at the top. 1 and 2. Okay. Let's do this one up here because no. Let's do this one right here because I like those looking a little better. And then we're going to put this one right in here like so. I want to be able to see these. There we go. How you think? What you think? That looks pretty good. And then we're going to put our thank you on dimensionals. Let's get that on. Here we go. We got 1. We'll put the thank you here. And 2. We're going to put the thank you here. All right. Okay. And we're going to put that one, nail it right here. Actually, come on. Let's pull this up. I don't want to see the peach in between the, there we go. That's better. I do want to see it at the top, but I don't want to see it on it. I want to only see that effect right there. Okay, let's get in here. This one is doing its own little thing. Let's put that in there. I might cut the stem on this to give me a little more control. Okay. All right. And then we have, which is the thought of the day, the real sentiment of the day is thoughtfulness. Your thoughtfulness is very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. So we're going to put that right under this one. Just enough to see. Okay. Your thoughtfulness. And actually, we're going to move it over a tiny bit to just give it a little more character. There we go. All right. Thank you. Your thoughtfulness is very much appreciated. Then we have these amazing little accents, okay, that we're going to put on right over here. Okay. All right. Now, again, I am duplicating to the best of my ability. I am duplicating the cards, right? And I'm going to use this glue dot for this one. Okay. All right. We're just going to sit that right under here like that. Okay. We want it to kind of stick out like that. There's one. Okay. And then we're going to do another glue dot. All right. We're going to put that right here on this side here. Okay. Well, I know we got another day before the weekend, but I'm wondering what's your plans for the weekend. And we're going to put this one, match it right there. Wow. Wow, you guys, look at that card. Isn't it beautiful? It's absolutely beautiful. And a matter of fact, we could have went a darker blue with that because of the coloring there, but that's okay. We'll make it work. That is absolutely a beautiful card. And look at all the elements we got in this card. Matter of fact, I think, okay, this is on here, but I think this little one can come down here a little more. Okay, let's put this down here a little bit more, and let's put this down here. like that. I think this is amazing. Look how this card is coming out. Beautiful. Now, it's remember, it's not going to look exactly like the other ones, but it looks amazing. Now, the final thing that I need to do, okay, is first I'm going to cut this down. This is really hindering me quite a bit. So I'm gonna put some, I'm gonna put this on dimensional too to keep it up. I just have to make sure everything is down properly, okay? So we're going to put this one about here. I want it to go kind of like this. Actually, I really don't want to take too much away from the fan either. So let's put it, oh, got to be enough so that we can use that envelope, right? So we're going to put it just about there. And you know what? I think this is going to work for me right here. All right. And remember, these actually come apart. So we're going to click on cut this, and we're going to cut this one, and we're going to cut this one. Let's get this cut. Okay. And we're going to cut this one. And the final one right here, cut that one. Now, look at this. We can give it a little more depth to it. Okay. Like I'll pull this one up, this one, every other one to just give it a little more. Look at how beautiful this is. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, now let's get some dimensionals on here and let's get these baby. Now this one I am going to, I think I'm going to, for this one, I'm going to actually lay this down flat. Okay. But actually stick this one on. And then the second one, I'm going to use a dimensional on it, okay? Give it just a little more depth on top of it so I can see the difference between the two. So we got one and we got two. Okay, good. This one, get it in here, slide that in here, and then voila. Okay, so we got those two. And then we got those. And then finally, we need to make sure that these are also, oh, this is the made this home in here with the string. Uh-oh. Okay. Look how nice this is. And this one, I am also going to do the glue dot on this one. Okay. We got this one right here. We're going to pull this one up. You know what? There's actually a tool that I could use for this. I will be using more tools next week on how to make these a lot easier where we don't have to, maybe I need one more at the top, where we don't have to use our fingers. Like you see me using my fingers and scissors, and however we can use whatever works. I'm not saying not to use whatever works for you. Okay, it's very important because we want to be able to craft in comfort, not worrying about what we have and what we don't have. Okay, now these pieces are very fragile. You don't want them to break. So you have to be very, very fragile. They're very fragile. Here, let me pull this. This one's stuck. So we're going to leave that one. That ain't going nowhere. But this one, I need to make sure it's down far enough. Come on. I got to make sure that this one is down far enough. Okay. And you know what I could do with this? Here again, we can cut the stem off because we won't see all that. That'll help give me what I need to get this down in there. Okay. Beautiful. A little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Ta-da! My golly, I think we nailed it. This is the final card of the Earthen Elegance Suite Collection. Day number 9. And card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is card number 6. Okay, look how beautiful this card is. Now we're going to go on and do what we do. We're going to put this in the center. We're going to glue this one down so that we can have a centerpiece. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Good morning, Meredith. Thank you for being on the call today with me. I am excited to have you come back. And good morning. What are you having this morning? This is called Early Morning Crafts and Coffee with Lori. And I'm wondering, what do you drink in the morning? Do you drink coffee? Yes, indeed. Let's see. All right, so we want to kind of center it just right. Okay, there we go. So that we can write our message. We always got to write our message. And personal messages are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful to do and have. Now, you know what this is missing? This is missing a few jewels. So let's add a couple. I want to put, let's go, because we got so much of the lime color in here, but we also got a lot of the blue. So I am going to, let's pull this one off and see if we could grab one. And let's put this one here. Well, we want it up a little higher here. That one there. And let's put one right. Pull this off here. And let's put one right here. Oh, now look at that. Now that looks better. We just added just a little reflection in there, and I think that is perfect. Now, I always say we should bring a little bit. Yeah, let's stick this down a little better. I also said we should bring a little bit of the inside, of the outside inside. So let's see what we're going to bring in here. I think we should bring in, let's see what I got we can bring in here. What if we bring in my favorite, one of my favorite pieces? What if we bring in some of this? If we put this here, what if we bring in this? I think bringing this in from the outside would be perfect for this card. Now, in the catalog, I do not actually know what the inside, how they did the inside. I only see how they did the outside. So I guess they do want us to use our imagination on how to do the inside ourselves. And I like that idea. All right, so I put a glue stick on here, and I'm going to put this right on the very end, right there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this right there. Okay. And then I'm going to get another sticky piece here, and I'm going to put it about right here to make sure that this lays down nicely. And then I'm going to do one more right here. Okay, Then we got this one right here. Wow, can you believe it? This is episode number 9. Tomorrow will be my episode number 10. Now, you see how this comes off? No, we can't have none of that. So I am just going to, I love these scissors. I love them because they can let me get right in where I need to go. Okay. All right. And I think that is beautiful. And I think we could, one more. I hope it's not too much, but I just think it's nice to bring some of the outside in. And I think I'm going to put this one right here in the center. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. So look at here. We made it through our last card of the season. We put the twisted wavy twist. We put that on the inside. We wrapped the card up in this. And remember, this initially was a box. You see that? I guess I could have bought a box and did it, but I'm still working on cards, okay? And I am so excited that I got that nailed. Now that's the box, and this is the card. Okay, let me pull this down so you can see. You can see that's the box. We got the pretty blue feathering. We got the now, and you know what? That does look blue. Okay, this is hanging off the side. That's okay for a box, but for a card, we got to try and make sure everything is lined up so that we can put it in the envelope. Thank you. Your thoughtfulness is much appreciated. Thoughtfulness. So let's think about being thoughtful today. Let's think about who has been thoughtful towards us, and let's acknowledge it. Now, this one had a little bling here, and I think I seen another one on here, down here somewhere. So I put one here. We put one here. Okay. And then we got to, and then on the inside, we bring a little of the outside in. And that's what we did. We brought the wavy twist in and we put a little blue shiny dot there. So here we go. I am so excited. I finished my first series. I don't know how to act. I told you this is my happy place, so I'm going to be happy about it. Before I log off and get ready to get on to work, this is it. Now, this is the complete series. This is the first one. Remember, I told you there were 2 elements in this card I used in my first one. We used the fanny. I call it the fan. And then we used it in this one. And then we did the wavy twist here. We got the X's right here. Okay. And look at the paper. We also used the paper from the first one. We brought this one in and this one. I think this is the best way to end the last card. Absolutely. The best one because it pulled in some of everything I used this week. The only thing they didn't use is the vases. So that was my first card. Here is my second card. This is the card that's going to, it's the thank you card that's going to the leader dogs for the blind, for them doing such an amazing job. That's our second card. Our third card, which we had to redo and redo because the video was interesting, with gratitude. And then we did another with gratitude, which we did yesterday. This beautiful one yesterday. You are proof there is good in the world. Look at that. And then those are, we did 5. I did 6. These are 2, but this was the redo. You see that I did a little something different with the string there. But this is the Earthen Elegance Suite Collection. So, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we are going to get ready to close out our day here. And I am going to switch over here. All righty. Okay. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for being with me again this morning as I adjust my clothing here. Sure, I look decent. And I just want to say thank you so much for being on with me. Tomorrow is going to be Fun Friday. We're going to do a fun card tomorrow. And I just want to say um, that what was our thought today? I want to say thank you. Your thoughtfulness is much appreciated because it is being thoughtful to get on, to take whatever time you log on, whatever time, even if you're listening to the recording. I want to say thank you for coming and spending some time in my happy space this morning, creating something that we get. Remember, it's creating with a purpose. Okay, until tomorrow. Few things though before we go. The first thing I want to mention is okay. The first thing I want to mention is a newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter. They come out on Saturday. And this Saturday will be my first newsletter to go out. It's going to have a lot of fun in there. Put it in your email. And listen, when you give me your email, you don't have to worry about it going nowhere else. It's going to be right here for the purpose that you signed up for, and that is to get my email notifications and any special notifications that come from me. Okay, so all you got to do is go to lauriescraftingjourney.com. Pop up or come up to sign up for the email. If it doesn't pop up, just go down to the bottom of the scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you can sign in. The second thing I want to tell you is if you want to get in contact with me, go to the website, lauriescraftingjourney.com, and right at the top of the menu, it says contact Lori or just contact. Click on there, fill out the information, and I will get it. It comes directly to my email. I'll see it and I'll be able to get back with you. Okay. Well, until tomorrow, I want to say thank you for visiting me with Early Morning Crafts and Coffee with Lori. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.